No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it. Adjust the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So now it's second and long. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Quick handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rides to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll throw on third and short. Makes the grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Aggies are on the move. From the gun, give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Intercepted for the 11th time. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. He's open on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, they're after him. Gets it to the back. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Working that left side now. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down. He's loose on the right. The 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Eastern Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapting. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on third. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up.
Speeding down the left side. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frog. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the single back. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Quick release by the QB. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Gashing the knee on the right. Lowers those pads. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now on 1st down from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Here's the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met it at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. They're
going deep. He's got it in, more than enough for a 1st down. Flying down the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking downfield on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. It's caught. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Here comes the option. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the tight end. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Gets the back moving. They'll go to the toss. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, TCU! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you got to love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 5 over Arkansas State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Open from the 15. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
TCU 35, Texas A&M 14.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On target over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Got it inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll finish the ride at the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throwing right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He's got an open man. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off-play action on first down. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw.
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. One more play to pad the stats. The give to the left side. Fighting off the defender. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.